Hello guys, it's T Gamer here, and it is Tuesday, so you know what that means it's another T Day. Wow, messed that up. Anyways, last time we left off on turn 14, we finally killed. I keep wanting to say Belgium for no reason. Bulgaria. Granted, they both have a B and a G in it, but other than that, they're not in a U, in an A somewhere. There's no A in Belgium. Whatever. Anyways, oh my god, stop. Brazil declared war on Paraguay. Still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. We annexed Bulgaria for a lot of money. Because of them, we were skyrocketed all the way to third place in, well, third wealthiest nation, at least as of April 21st of 1933. Romania is the richest nation. We got their resources and everything, so there's that. Let's see. I'm debating on what our future target's gonna be. I don't really want to go to war with Greece, but I do want to conquer all the Baltic countries. I'm thinking, since I have a fleet, or at least the capability. Darn it, I don't have a troop carrier, so I'll have to build one. I could take a fleet over here and just randomly conquer Albania. If I'm going to do that, I have to do it before Italy conquers Albania. But that usually happens after Italy conquers Abyssinia, or during their conquest. Because sometimes Abyssinia is able to Abyssinia, however it's pronounced, they usually actually can push back the Italians, but it's a limited amount of time. They just don't have the ability. But in some cases, they were able to keep the Italians from completely conquering them over in just a couple turns, which usually happens. We're still pumping up our resources and researching mine mechanism, which, if you watch the Dutch campaign, will increase our productivity. It'll give us a upgrade, because you can see right now we don't have the upgrade. Once we get it, we'll be able to produce, I think, 15 of each resources. So it's not much, but in the long run, it's a lot. My current diplomatic relations are terrible. I don't know if it's terrible with Poland. Nope, we're stable with Poland. A terrible relationship with the USSR and Hungary, which isn't good. Hungary will try to invade, and I know the USSR will, and it's all about timing. They most likely won't invade me until after they've already started another war. So my plan is to, sadly, make an alliance with the Soviets to secure my people's safety. This would also mean we'd most likely enter World War II. And I hope, I really do hope, World War III doesn't happen. Because on this other game I played, the scenario was set up where both sides were winning World War II. We destroyed the Germans. But the AI is very aggressive, especially coming off of big wars. And the Allied powers ended up invading the USSR. And they actually got pretty far, even though the Soviets were stronger. Because actually, the Soviets took a while to get to World War II, because Germany didn't declare war on them. They were so busy fighting in the West. Also, Spain was their ally. In a different scenario, Spain is not communist, because right now Spain are communist. In the scenario that starts off in 1933, I was playing on a scenario that starts off in 1945. It was pretty interesting, actually, to just see the Soviets be crushed. Both of them and the Russians, also, and the Americans, had the technology to build nukes. So it would have got pretty interesting, but neither of them had the resources to be able to build the nukes, because the nukes cost a tremendous amount of resources. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up to show you guys. If I remember how to even get to it. Oh well, let's just look at other things. Italy is climbing up. France is the superpower. Italy and the USSR surpassed the UK. And Japan is actually weak enough that... Did I say Japan? I meant Germany. I was looking at Japan, even though I was going to talk about Germany, but we could potentially destroy Germany. Their offensive power is not even strong enough to take on our defensive power. So if it was a war of defense, we could take on Germany. So Nazi Germany is nothing to fear right now, but they will. Which means we need to set ourselves up to a good position. I don't want to become allies with Poland, because that would potentially put us at war with both Germany and Russia. I mean, the USSR in the future. It's something I definitely don't want to deal with. Now, I have the military to take on Yugoslavia, and I also have the military to take on Hungary. I just don't want to risk going to war and the world seeing me as this aggressive psychopathic nation over here, and then I ended up invaded by like 14 countries or something. I mean, it doesn't get that big. I was kind of over exaggerating, but it'll give the USSR a reason to invade us. Just something we definitely don't need right now. We're growing in more resources, which is good. It's probably going to be boring for a couple more turns, so I'm just going to pause right here and see you in a few. Alright guys, we're back, and Latvia, or Latvia? Just offered us a trade agreement, and they're going to be buying 50 units of oil a turn, which, if we go do the math, Oops, that's food. Alright. Wow. This is the first time in a long time that metal and coal were and oil were all the same prices. Usually metal and coal are like 500,000. So I think I'm going to drop our stockpile to 500. So everything above 500 will be sold. You know what? We're gonna go to 400. Everything in blue is how much is the nation's people that want the resources. Green is what's being offered on the trade market. So there's not actually a big amount of suppliers of metal and coal, but there's a huge amount of people that need it, which means that we could potentially become wealthy this turn. Because all we do is produce resources and we don't consume our own resources. Also, Brazil just took Paranina and Amabe. Bolivia took Benai. So it looks like Paraguay is going to be dying here in a few. We're just going to sit here and watch the war as our resources rack up. And if you notice, our resources, our coal and metal resources just dropped tremendously. And now, in fact, we actually just gained, what, like $1 million? Wait, no, not $1 million, $2 million. And not 2 million. My math right now is so terrible. We just gained 1,100,000,000 roughly off of trade. We were the biggest suppliers of all resources on the market. That's how much money we just made that week. We're increasing our metals and coal. Our food is good. We're currently buying food to make sure our nation doesn't starve. Oh, they're fighting back. Ish, not really. They're goners. Surprise. See, if I was Brazil, I would have waited until Bolivia was completely conquered, or at least had only 2 regions left, and then started my invasion. That way, I would have the most to gain from the entire conflict. I mean, they still gained a lot. These 3 territories were Bolivia's, and Paraguay just took them over. I mean, so Brazil got something. It's not much, but it's something. Now, I'm someone who likes clean borders. Like, I think that what I'm going to do is, if Yugoslavia decides to be my ally, okay, they're not. I guess I'm just gonna have to conquer them then. I want to become allies with Italy. Ooh, we're no longer in the top 12. We desperately need to increase our industrialization. I'm gonna build these 2 factories. And then once they're built, we're gonna turn them into large factory upgrades. Oh, that's sad. We do desperately need to industrialize. No one ever wants to be my friend. Actually, if Czechoslovakia, Poland, Romania, and Yugoslavia all became allies, we'd actually have enough military power to possibly take down Russia and the Soviet Union. Too bad. No one wants to be my friend. I definitely don't want to become allies with Poland. Although Poland and me together could take down Germany right now, but they're growing their military, so who knows how long that ability is gonna last. France and Italy are like in some arms race right now, being the 2 leading military powers. Great. Well, Brazil and Bolivia are now allies. Oh, did someone just try to offer me trade? Getting Portuguese food. Alright, well, that's it for today's episode. You know what? No. I'm going to end on an even number. Ooh. Too bad I can't end on my birthday. My birthday was a day earlier. I could end on it. Oh well. I'll see you guys Thursday on the next T-Day. If you like this episode, I know it was kind of boring, then like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. See you guys later.